Good evening, everyone, and blessed be. This is your host, Aries Starwind, and welcome back to another episode of Witchcraft After Hours. And guess what? Tonight is probably going to be the spiciest, hottest night we've had, because we got a crazy read. Tonight's topic, the sex witch. Ooh, are they real or are they myth? Let's find out. We got a read from Gabrielle von Rogue. What a name. That's just a spicy name. So Gabrielle von Rogue, she has an article called The Sex Witch Who Wants to Put a Spell on Your Junk. Let's go. She went from stripper poles to broomsticks. An exotic dancer from New Zealand has transformed herself into a sex witch and plans on putting her spells on disciples around the world. Shani Marie, 31, delved into witchcraft after spending years working as a stripper and decided her mostly male clientele needed a deeper sexual connection. So she traded her stilettos for a wand and now teaches magic sexuality across Australia with plans to take her business abroad. Sex witchery involves using ancient pagan ways of being to unlock greater pleasure pathways. When I was a stripper, I noticed most men were coming to me in search of a deeper connection and had nowhere else to turn. I looked back to ancient times. There were once temples where men would seek counsel and healing from erotic dancers, said the sex priestess who identifies as pansexual. She said modern strip clubs are about power play and not an exchange of deeper connection. Men objectify women, but women objectify them with their wallets. It is no longer a place of love, and there is not a lot of respect on either side of the sexes. I decided to return to the older roots and bring on the awakening. Marie said spirituality is the best way to reacclimate ourselves with erotic subtleties. She teaches her disciples to pray at love altars and use crystals and sex toys to heighten climaxes. She also casts spells to reach deeper levels of pleasure and leads erotic dance workshops. Spellcasting can involve boosting pleasure. It is one of the most powerful forces you can experience. It's like rocket fuel for manifestation, she caters. Marie, who's also an ecosexual, meaning she gets turned on by nature, believes arousal can come from the simple things like a gust of wind. The sex coach is available for face-to-face consulting, but can Skype with clients as well. She said her customers, ranging in the age from 20 to 70, number in the hundreds, and that's expected to climb as more and more people trade in religion for spirituality. There is a history of misinformation about witchcraft and paganism, but people are curious and spirituality is slowly replacing religion, she claims. Marie is bringing her sex witch services to Amsterdam, London, Berlin, and Ireland for a European tour. But no word yet on whether she plans to bring her specialities to the United States. Oh gosh. Oh man, that was oh man. That was that's she's got something going on there. I'm interested. I might give her a call. I might want to Skype with her. I gotta find out how much these sessions are. So even though that was a short little thing, there is a second little article that I want to read as well, called Pagan Sex: Sexual Positions That Work by Sasha Tarbaski. Ooh, Tarbaski. She must be Russian or, Russian ladies. Yeah. But let's go. Here we go. Pagan Sex: Sexual Positions That Work. Let's go. Pagans are what, really? Do they exist today? What do we know about them and their sexual practices? Of course we exist. What kind of question is that? We're here. Hello. We're here. All right. Sorry. Let's keep going. What we do know is that pagan sexual practices live on the positions they used and use and are recommended by many sex experts today as some of the best positions for pleasuring both partners. These positions are great for women as they target that all-important G-spot. Look at them. The Christian church understood pagans as people who worship many gods and did not accept one of the traditional saviors, such as Jesus, Muhammad, or Buddha. See, now that's not 100% true because Buddhism is actually a pagan religion, but we're not going to get into that. It's a small mistake. I'll let that slide. Okay. And they became known as idol worshippers. Oh gosh. Anyway, let's keep going. To stop their practices, the early Christian missionaries would build their churches on sites of pagan shrines and associate Christian holidays with pagan rituals. A good example was the linking of Christmas with the pagan celebration of the winter solstice. Today, pagans are generally associated with New Age polytheistic or nature religions. Why were their sexual practices so important? What were they? The sexual practices of pagans were founded on the power of creation and nature's role in it. The pagan would gain power and be in harmony with nature if their sexual practice, which was also keeping within the seasons, the movement of the heavens, and so on. What we know about the sexual practices is from the prohibitions of the Christian church and its existence on the standard missionary position for sexual union. Oh, missionary sex. Yeah, so vanilla. Let's keep going. Most of the sexual positions were standing or sitting, and no beds or girl on the bottom were used. What they branded, and most have been very popular sexual positions, were the deer and stag position, the bunny and hare position, the leaping lizards, and the standing spoons. Ooh, let's read and see what these actually, how these positions actually worked. The deer and stag position. This was a standing position where the woman would bend at her waist at a 45-degree angle, hold on to a tree, and the man would make a rear entry, holding her hips and forcing her to counter thrust, while he thrusted in an aggressive manner. This position would allow for good penetration with fair G-spot stimulation. Nice. Next up, we got the bunny and hare sex position. Let's read. This was the way the pagans saw rabbits copulating and took a lead from it. The woman would be on all fours on the ground and took a sort of crouching position. The man would spread her legs slightly, and while on her knees, he would penetrate her and thrust in a very aggressive manner, with the idea to finish and ejaculate as quickly as possible. Oh gosh, this is getting a little rated PG-13. No, that's a little young. This is R. We're at R levels. Let's keep going. Next up, we got the leaping lizards. Let's see. Perhaps the origin of exclamation, leaping lizards is a standing position with the man and woman face to face. The woman raises one leg and wraps it around the man's waist while being supported against a tree or rock. The man would enter her and the woman would embrace him, but their co-coordinated movement gave the image of lizards leaping. This position is excellent for clitoral stimulation. Oh, ladies, did you hear that? Clitoral stimulation. Let's keep going. Next, we have the standing spoons position. In this position, the woman turns her back to the man while standing and supporting herself against a tree. The man spreads the woman's legs slightly and enters her from the rear. There is no thrusting as the man presses himself as closely as he can to her and embraces the woman by cupping her breasts. The woman may use one hand to press the man's buttocks. With full penetration, this position gives excellent G-spot stimulation. Pagan sexual practices and positions are not as mystical as many people believe, and the positions above are recommended by many sex experts today as great positions for pleasuring both partners. Oh my gosh, that was a fantastic article. Those were two great articles. Oh man, I know it's Valentine's season, so you want to spice up your stuff. This is, I hope you guys come back because we got tons and tons of these readings to do. So I hope you all enjoyed the reading tonight. That definitely got me a little, got me feeling a little bit hot over here. I gotta take my shirt off over here. Jeez. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the read tonight. If you like the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe buttons. Help out the channel, help us grow. And I will see you all later on. God is blessed and blessed be. And come back and see us for another show.